from the crossroads of America. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. Chooses to bring this one out. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And that's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Goff on 1st and 10. Laporta with the grab. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Chuck Clark.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Short! Diamond!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Mike 54.
Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Yeah, Mike, Army! Hand up! Hey, Mayday!
Levis now off the play fake. It's caught, Warren. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now. Here's a give up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Mike 24!
Pittman's got it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5.
My 90.
Levis from the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. And he makes the Huts go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. He'll dump this one off to his right. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And now they face 2nd down. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Goff on 3rd. This is complete to Gibbs. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hold on, like 90.
Tight end going in motion here. Now we're on the counter. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Throwing now on first down, Levis. He's on the move. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They get 37 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
40 Rita. Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
On the play fake, it's Levis. Pass taken in by Lockett. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense. And number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range. McManus sends it through. And that will add to their score.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
2 for 1.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. Gibbs now from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throw complete to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, it's Gibbs. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, Goff. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Levis now on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To throw again on 2nd down, Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Devontae Maddox comes up with it. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First, he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Up the gut they go with Gibbs. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 1-score game before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Like 13.
Levis here on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Setting up the running back screen. And that's good for a gain of 5. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Mike 0.
From the gun, Levis. Getting out to his left. He's running for it. The ball is out. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Whew, close call there. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Sometimes, let's face it, it's just better to be lucky than good. Your mind as a runner always goes to worst-case scenario when you feel that ball get knocked loose. That time, the sideline saved him and his team.
Shotgun now for Levis. Warren's got it, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
From the 41. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Hey, like 13. Like 13. Sub! Sub!
Levis to the air now. Chased out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Lions might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fox now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw complete to Warren. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Like 54, like 54. Get on.
Another carry for him. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal. Gibbs will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try.
Touchdown, Detroit. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
454, Mike 50.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
29 down, 22 Rita. Mike 54.
From the 32. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Mike 46.
Levis from the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They send a tight end in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Another one for Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dive package, 3rd down coming. Again, it's Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. He's throwing deep to the left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing now on 1st down. Levis stays in the pocket. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No dice on that tight end dump off. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Colts ready for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Hold on.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Chuck Clark has it. No surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Like 90. 22 window.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
At the Lions' 27-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Like zero.
Levis now off the play fake. Oh, he lost the football. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, we're 1-0. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble.
Hey, come on, come on.
Throwing his Levis on third down. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a fourth-quarter lead. Is to go up by a field goal here in the fourth. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Colts push their lead to 3. Now Prater on to send it away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First down throw from Goff. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Value 3.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit.
And in for the Detroit touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Fox now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Levis has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Hauled in by Downs. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Zero's down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
They kick the running back in motion. Levis here on first down. Cut by Lockett. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Running for the marker on second. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Back to the well again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts losing by 4. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
From the gun, Levis. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Hits him on the out route. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Setting up to pass. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Mike 0, Mike 0. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Avonte Maddox comes up with it. Into the red zone. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mo. 40 Rita.
After that pick, here's Levis. Fits it through the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
49, Mike 49.
Shotgun now for Levis. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here we go. Cut.
It's Gibbs on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Motioning him from the slot right. Gets it running the sweep. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Lions get the win on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
D, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album